going on, everybody? Adam Bejan, licensed realtor with Wolves Realty right here in the Daytona Beach, Central Florida area. I hope you had a Merry Christmas and had a great time with family and friends. Today, I'm going to be talking about 5 things that you really need to know before you move to this area. And also 5 things that you need to do before you move to this area. So if you are thinking about moving to this area, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. That way you can check out all my videos that talk about different things with the Daytona Beach and Central Florida area. Also click the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you get a notification whenever I upload new content, and you can stay on top of things with the latest information that I put out to you. And if you like this video and it's useful to you, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Let me know, leave a comment down below, letting me know what your favorite tip is that I'm about to give you. So without further ado, here are my 5 things that you need to know and or do before you move to the Daytona Beach area. The first thing that you need to know is you need to figure out your timeline, right? So I'll get people reaching out to me saying like, hey, I want to move down to that area. Can you start sending me houses to check out? And then I ask them, well, what's your timeline? Are you thinking about moving pretty soon? Are you a couple of months out? What are you thinking? And some of them respond, I'm 5 years out, 3 years out, whatever the thing is. So that's all well and good, and I'm definitely happy to start helping you figure out areas. But Florida's real estate market is moving at a lightning pace right now. Most homes, the day they hit the market or within a couple of days after they hit the market, they go under contract. So getting houses sent to you and looking at houses, if you're a few years out from moving down here, it's probably not going to do you any justice to look at the houses. However, if you figure out your timeline and you're a little ways out from moving down here, I can definitely help you figure out the best areas and figure out an area that's going to work for you. If you're thinking, hey, we want to move down there next month, then that's a quick timeline. And that's great. You need to be ready to move. And what I mean by that is if you've got a house to sell that you're currently living in and you need to sell that house before you can buy one down here, you need to get the ball rolling with that. So just an FYI, the real estate market here in the Central Florida, well, actually in the state of Florida, it's moving incredibly fast. So if you're ready to move down here within the next couple of months, you need to make sure your ducks are in a row in order to make that transition as smooth as possible. The second tip I would give you is you need to decide on an area. It's not all just a beach town right here in Daytona. This area in Central Florida does have a lot to offer. So you need to figure out the area that you want to be in. So something to think about when you're trying to determine that is, what's your work situation going to look like? If you're still working, you need to figure out, does this area have a job that I can take? Or how close or how far, how long is my commute going to be if I live in Daytona and I need to work out of, say, Orlando? That's an hour to an hour and a half drive. So you need to figure out the area that you would like to be in. And definitely that's where I come in. So you can ask me that and we can help figure that out together. So the third thing that I would say that you need to figure out and you need to know is choose the style of your house. There's a lot to offer down here, a lot of different styles, from Key West style homes, ranch style homes, new construction, and everything in between. So something that would be helpful for you and for me when I'm looking for properties for you is to figure out the style home you like. That way, if you want a traditional, red brick home, I'm not going to be sending you modern homes or Key West style homes. So figure out the type and style home that you like. The fourth thing that I would say for you is to get pre-approved. Y'all, this is probably one of the most important things I can stress for you here is to get pre-approved. I can't tell you how many times I've seen personal clients of mine or clients of other realtors in my office where They find the home that they like. This is the one. It checks all their boxes. It's their dream home. They've got to have it. They want to make an offer, but they're not pre-approved. I can't make you an offer unless you're pre-approved, guys. If think of it this way. If you're the listing agent for the house and you get one offer that has all their ducks in a row, they're pre-approved, their pre-approval letter is attached to their offer and they're ready to go. And then you get another offer that doesn't have a pre-approval letter and I've got to tell the listing agent, you know, hey, we're working on getting our pre-approval, but we wanted to go ahead and submit an offer. You've got to look at it from their perspective. Which one would you accept? Obviously the one that's got their finances ready to go. So definitely you want to get pre-approved before you start looking at houses down here, because it's going to help with a number of things. Number one, biggest thing is it's going to let you know what you can or cannot afford. That way we can really filter down the results. There's a lot of property on the market right now, and we want to make sure that we're using our time as wisely as possible and looking at properties that are in your price range and in your budget. That way you know you can afford them, you know exactly what you need to be looking at. The other thing with the pre-approval is there are a lot of cash buyers that are buying property here in Central Florida, and that's all well and good. I deal with cash buyers all the time. So especially if you're financing your next home, you need to have your ducks in a row and have that pre-approval letter attached to the offer. That way, as soon as you find a house that you love and you're ready to pull the trigger on, I've already got the pre-approval letter. I have everything I need to go ahead and write up the offer and submit everything all at once. That way our offer is as attractive as it possibly can be to the seller and the seller's agent. So you definitely want to get pre-approved. I've got several just fantastic lenders that I work with day in and day out. So it doesn't matter where you live. If you need a lender, definitely get a hold of me and I'll be happy to contact you with one of my preferred lenders. But definitely getting pre-approved is, I would say, probably the most important thing that you can do before you even start looking at houses, because it'll help us narrow down what we're looking for. And then as soon as you're ready to pull the trigger on a house, like I said, I've got everything I need versus, hey, this is the house I like. Give me a day or two to go ahead and get pre-approved, and then somebody else comes in and puts an offer in because they've already got their ducks in a row. And they're probably going to get their offer accepted while you're over here trying to figure out your pre-approval and all that good stuff. So definitely get pre-approved. And the fifth thing that you want to do and want to know before you move to the area, you got to give me a shout. Call me. If you're out of state, like I said, or out of town, I am the relocation specialist here for our company, so I do this day in and day out. I've helped countless families relocate from out of state and out of town to this area. So you definitely want to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me a carrier pigeon, smoke signal, email, whatever you got to do to get in touch with me. That way I can help you out. If you live out of state, it's not going to be very advantageous for you to hop on an airplane and come down here every weekend to look at properties, especially with how fast the market's moving. You know, if you found something that just hit the market today and you call me up and say, hey, I want to come down and schedule a showing for 2 weekends from now, it's probably going to be under contract by then. So if you do live out of state, no worries, not a big deal at all. I do virtual showings, whether it be Zoom, FaceTime. I just walk through the property and take videos and text them and email them to you. Whatever your preference is, that's going to be the easiest and most advantageous process for you. That's what I'm here for. So anything I can do to help out. I don't take it lightly when I do have a buyer that's out of state and interested in a property. I look at that house as if I was buying it. I look at the area as if I was gonna have my wife or my mom living in that area. So no worries, I'm straight up with people. I tell them exactly what I think about the area, if it's safe, if it's got good schools, if I'd be comfortable putting my own family in there. And then when I'm doing the virtual showings, whether it be video or FaceTime, however it's done, when I'm doing the virtual showings, I'm looking for and pointing out little red flags. If I see some water spots, or if it looks like there's shingles curling on the roof, or the AC's really corroded, I'm gonna tell you all that stuff. Like I said, I treat your transaction as if it were my own, and I would wanna know any and every red flag that's visible on the property. So if you're thinking about moving to the area, two most important things I would say to do is, number one, get pre-approved. That way your ducks are in a row and you can move quickly whenever you find the house that you like. The second thing is call me. Make sure that you get a hold of me. Like I said, I'm a full-time realtor. I'm here to help you out. I'm available for you. So call me, get pre-approved, and we can make it happen, guys. So I hope that was helpful for you. Like I said, all my contact information is down in the description of this video below. If you liked this video and it was useful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let me know. But other than that, that's what I've got for you this week. So until next time, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a happy new year coming up. Take care, guys.